Okay.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get this box and back together. You've been coasting.
Do your business.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's O.P. Price. This young fighter won gold at the 2018 European Youth Championships and looks like a future contender for sure. Man, the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He is forever one of the all-time greats.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the first boxer from Great Britain to win gold at the Youth Olympic Games. From Leeds, England, the southpaw contender and international super bantamweight champion, Price. Fighting out of the blue corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Defense is not an option for these two. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Missing with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. To see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Price in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking, let's reset.
There's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
They blocked the left there. Can't find a home for that jab. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Johnny. Hold that thought! This is not where Price wants to be. And that'll do it. Price is down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Price in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
To make or break it.
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
That hook won't score. Misses with the straight left. That big hook doesn't land. Here, Johnny. Oh, and Price just took a big one. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice punch. They exchange punches. Which fighter will say no mas? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Price in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Here we go to the 4th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. He misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Cuts pretty bad. Let's see if the referee stops the fight. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Blocks the straight left. This fight with the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Price in that last round. Well, the cut man's got some work to do in this corner.
I hope we've got a good cuts man in that corner.
Time for the 5th round. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into the shot, and that's the last thing you want.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We both know who the puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Oh, Price has got to navigate his way out of this. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. This is like a match made in heaven.
These two were made for each other. Good counter punching. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Caution being thrown to the wind. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This is not where Price wants to be. Let's talk about Price in that last round. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
My concern is the corner.
Are they? On to the 6th round. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw.
What a round. What have they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Nice counter shot. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got...
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made me to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start afresh aside again. This could be, this could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight on me.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches tall, with a reach. Amir Khan, he's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come. Ricky Hitman Hatton, this all-time great welterweight, one of the most beloved fighters in English boxing history.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton, England. Here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Manchester, England, a popular and exciting junior welterweight and welterweight champion of the world, Ricky Hitman Hatton.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is an arena fight. You couldn't have got anybody else in this place.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Which fighter will say no mas? These punches coming from every angle. Both men step back for just a moment. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Straight right just misses. I guess showboating is part of... Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided... Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Has to to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That punch scored. But wait a minute. Ricky Hatton has been clipped. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Jab does not score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Scores with the counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. Punch, counter punch. Quick punch scores. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Beautiful. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't...
Fourth we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. Straight right, just miss it. Hold that thought. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Threw the hook, didn't land. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That right hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. It's all offense all the time. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab misses. The straight right just misses. That jab doesn't find a home. Every time he throws a punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't lose.
That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction and keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some impressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even... The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They want to punch... Careful!
Nice counter. Swing and a miss with that hook. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won. And there's the bell for round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Ricky Hatton right now not where he wants to be. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Oh, that punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. The perfect counter lands. Neither fighter willing to slow down. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Holding nothing back here in the round. You know the score. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
You are
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Carl the Jackal Frampton. He weighed in at 54 kilos. He stands 165 centimeters tall with a reach of 157. And he'll be facing Sonny Edwards. He's 160 centimeters tall with a reach of 152 centimeters.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be...
It's Carl the Jackal Frampton. Whether it's super bantamweight, featherweight, or super featherweight, he is a real danger, as tough as they come. Showtime, Sonny Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, the Jackal, Carl Frampton. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. It's all offense all the time. He wanted action, and they are delivering. Blocks that left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Missing with the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice job blocking the left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Frampton in that last round. On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Terrific counter lands. Frampton now knocked backwards. He's got to cover up. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Frampton in that lap.
He's starting to make mistakes and he's switching up.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Beautiful. That left hook won't score. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. That hook won't score. That left hook misses. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Frampton in that race.
Stop. What are you doing? Get
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
His stamina is off the charts. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Frampton in that last one.
You've been coasting.
There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them.
You can see there's blood, and the referee's going to take a good look at it. And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. The straight right. They are going to surrender. No mas. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Another gun. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain on my fit, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was dead wrong. Throwing out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been in before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun. I think my aim just begun. Another one last time please y'all. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through.